Chapter 25 of the Cloud of Unknowing, by Anonymous, translated by Evelyn UNDERHILL. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Here beginneth the 25th chapter, that in the time of this work a perfect soul hath no special beholding to any one man in this life. I say not that in this work he shall have a special beholding to any man in this life, whether that he be friend or foe, kin or stranger, for that may not be if this work shall perfectly be done, as it is when all things under God be fully forgotten, as falleth for this work. But I say that he shall be made so virtuous and so charitable by the virtue of this work, that his will shall be afterwards, when he condescendeth to commune or to pray for his even Christian, not from all this work, for that may not be without great sin, but from the height of this work, the which is speedful and needful to do sometime, as charity asketh, as specially then directed to his foe as to his friend, his stranger as to his kin, yea, and sometime more to his foe than to his friend. Nevertheless in this work he hath no leisure to look after who is his friend or his foe, his kin or his stranger. I say not but he shall feel sometime, yea, full oft, his affection more homely to one, two, or three than to all these other, for that is lawful to be, for many causes as charity asketh. For such an homely affection felt Christ to John, and unto Mary, and unto Peter before many others. But I say that in the time of this work shall all be equally homely unto him, for he shall feel then no cause but only God, so that all shall be loved plainly and nakedly for God, and as well as himself. For as all men were lost in Adam, and all men that with work will witness their will of salvation are saved or shall be by virtue of the passion of only Christ, not in the same manner, but as it were in the same manner, a soul that is perfectly disposed to this work, and wonned thus to God in spirit, as the proof of this work witnesseth, doth that in it is to make all men as perfect in this work as itself is. For right as if a limb of our body feeleth sore, all the t'other limbs be pained and diseased therefore, or if a limb fare well, all the remnant be gladded therewith, right so is it ghostly of all the limbs of Holy Church. For Christ is our head, and we be the limbs if we be in charity. And whoso will be a perfect disciple of our Lord's, him behoveth strain up his spirit in this work ghostly, for the salvation of all his brethren and sisters in nature, as our Lord did his body on the cross. And how? Not only for his friends, and his kin, and his homely lovers, but generally for all mankind, without any special beholding more to one than to another. For all that will leave sin and ask mercy shall be saved through the virtue of his passion. And as it is said of meekness and charity, so it is to be understood of all other virtues, for all they be truly comprehended in this little pressing of love touched before. End of the 25th chapter.